those who wish me dead. So this movie stars Angelina Jolie as her return to action genre, and I found this film so special. In this movie, she is a firefighter, but she got fired away, so she changed jobs. And someday she found out that there's a kid in danger. Save him from bad guys. Just the generic. But this movie got some familiar casting choices. John Bernthal. So I managed to check this movie out. What I found out, just amazing, guys. So the plot is just Angelina Jolie saving this kid from the bad guys, but there's also a fire spreading out the woods. So they must catch up with the time they have. This good plot right there. Here we go. What I love about this movie is that it's interesting. The storytelling is so interesting that the story was told by two different perspectives. First, of course, Angelina Jolie's character perspective. And then there's this cop searching for the missing kid. Such a good way to tell a story. It's just very realistic. Different people told you this story. So that's kind of refreshing. But I love these casting choices. They are natural and they are unique. What I love about this movie is very human. It's just so natural and so human. That's a really choice of storytelling. When you see this movie, Angelina Jolie's like a Tomb Raider. She fights the criminals with an axe. There are no heroic stuff happening or iconic stuff happening on screen, but they are just like a generic people fighting against this huge threat. Fire, and then there's this bad guys. That's what I love about this movie. This movie doesn't push itself too hard, And I also love this emotional side of this character. They're telling their stories, telling their backstories, while it adds to the experience. It adds to the emotional side of these characters, and they've done it greatly. And I love how about their motivations doing what they're doing. There must be a reason for people doing these things, and they explain it well to us, to the audience. My only thing that bothers me the most is the CGI. The CGI is quite awful. With this big budget movie, the CGI is not that good. But that's some kind of a minor aspect, because they're selling the story of this movie. Yes, there must be some great scene. As long as you give some great stories to the audience and you complete all that you need, scenes are just trying to impress you even more. The CGI is bad. But for this film, I'm going to give it an 8, because you guys know the characterization is perfect. Telling the backstories, who they are. They all have someone to do what they do. And that's kind of rare, to do that kind of method of storytelling into this kind of movie. That's a hard to find. But they manage it. So I'm going to give it an 8. I guess 8 is a pretty good score for a movie like this. But I wish that the CGI could have been better. So that's my review. What do you think about this movie? movie, guys. Have you seen it? If you've already seen it, comment down below how you feel about it, and see you on the next video.